Hello, so I'm just going to give you a short tour of our stand at the National Ploughing Championships. So to the right hand side here, the Reverend Trevor Sargent was kindly giving away plants yesterday free of charge to anyone that was passing by. So when we just move into the foyer here, over to the left hand side, you might see a tree, and that's our prayer tree this year. So if you're in, please do pop down a prayer and pop it upon the tree. You might see some artwork around. Well done to all the children involved. Amazing work from Maryborough in Portlaoise and Cosby National School in Strably. Through here is our prayer room, so whether you're beginning or ending your day, come in for maybe a short time of prayer or reading of some scripture, and refresh yourself by having some tea and coffee and a chat.
Well, it's great to be here at the Ploughing Championships. This is day 2 and we are at the Church of Ireland tent. Trevor Sargent is my name. I'm rector in Portlaoise Union of Parishes, and I'm here for the day, and it's wonderful to meet people from all over the country. But this particular day is a day about biodiversity and climate change and our responsibilities as Christians for God's creation. So I'm delighted that None So Hardy have the nursery in Shillelagh have given us a present of a few samples of different types of trees, which people can take away with them if their car park isn't too far away. And those are just an example of types of actions that we can take to improve biodiversity and to really do something about the biodiversity crisis that is unfortunately affecting the whole world. And on the basis of that, of course, we're losing species. A huge number have been driven to extinction, but also our food, which depends on pollinators, is suffering in terms of yields and in terms of being able to grow certain types of food which need pollinators. So there are many issues that could be discussed on a day like today. Most people are interested in the pollinator plan that we have, and this is a booklet that was written in collaboration with the Biodiversity Data Centre in Waterford, and it gives actions for different parishes to be able to improve biodiversity, such basic things as letting the dandelions flower in the spring, not mowing the grass as often, which could save, of course, in other ways too, but it encourages bees and pollinators who depend on dandelions because there aren't too many other flowers in the early spring. So that's kind of example of practical things people can do. It's also very educational, and it also brings to home a very important point, which is, as members of any parish, we are not just responsible for those who come to church, not just responsible for those who can't come to church, we're responsible for all life. Not just all the people, but all of the trees and the birds and the animals and the insects that are in that parish boundary. And so we are thinking a little bit more, hopefully, the way Christ would think, the way God thinks as the Creator, who loves all of creation and understands better than any of us how interdependent we are in terms of oxygen from the trees that we have here that we need, and soaking up the carbon dioxide, which is one small step but a very important step in dealing with the climate change crisis. So there are many things to celebrate about being here, but there are also many challenges, and I hope that people who come to our tent here will take away not just a tree if they wish, but also maybe some plans, some ideas on what they can do in their own parish to deal with the biodiversity crisis and climate change crisis, which will benefit this generation and especially our children to come.
So it's day 2 of the National and World Ploughing Championships, and this is only my first day here, and there's a great buzz. I'm at the Church of Ireland tent in the tented village. So we've had loads of people coming in and out, and we're having great chats, and really I suppose that's my big interest with people is I take a particular interest in having good mental health. And with this in mind, I started a walking group in the parishes, and it's called the Parishes Walking Group. We started back on the 19th of May, and we have faithfully met every Thursday night, and everyone's welcome to join, and it's kind of pitched at whoever really, we say a start time, and we have a finish time. They're the only two rules we have. So you pace yourself and you do as much or as little as you like. We had our first pilgrim walk about 2 weeks ago in the beautiful village of Ploughing, and it was very well attended, and people said they really enjoyed it. And some people bring their dogs as well. We bring ours. Now, I suppose how this happened is that the Church of Ireland Mind Matters is a programme dedicated to having good mental health, and they have begun all kinds of initiatives, and there's some training involved as well. Really, anyone can do this training, and anyone can become a mental health champion in their parishes. And so I decided that I'd like to be one of them. And if you're a mental health champion in your parishes, you have to do something to promote good mental health. So the walking group. And though it was never explicitly stated, but the hope is that people find it good for them, both physically and emotionally. And it's a time to talk and a time to share, say as much, as little, or say nothing at all. So that's what we're about. This is the first week we've stopped since May because of the logistics of trying to get to our different venues. And the incredible thing is that myself now, I'm Janet Finlay, an assistant priest in the parishes of Portlaoise, and the Rock. And the great thing is that since we started walking, we haven't actually left County Laois, and we have only repeated 1 or 2 of the walks. After that, there's been a first time for every walk that we've done, and we're not near finished in County Laois, and we're not stopping either. We're going to walk right through the winter, and we have our winter program planned, and the times obviously are changing because of the failing light, but we're keeping going